Hi everybody. How are we? Um, I haven't been writing the last couple of days. I've got an inner ear infection that's made me quite dizzy and feeling a bit sick, so I haven't been concentrating very well, so I haven't been writing. Um, but I have been reading. I've been reading Sam's story, and it continues to astound me in my head. It's absolutely stunning. I know she's doing some work on it just now. She's still in the progress of editing. Um, and it can only streamline something which is already perfect to me anyway. Um, I'm beginning to root for quite a few of the characters, and I said to her the other day, don't kill this one off, like because he's my favourite, and she's like, oh, don't say that because I'll just end up killing him off. I was like, oh. So I'm trying to keep that to myself now because I don't want her to kill off my favourite characters, so I'm not telling her anything. um, but yeah, it's really 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 good, and the more I read, the further into it I get. I'm going to pause. Hold on. So yeah, the further into it I get, the more engrossed I become in it, and the characters are developing nicely. There's some lovely subplots that are starting to come up, and I can't wait to see how they progress. So yeah, it's really good. The only thing is, I'm spending every minute I've got reading it, and I'm going to have to put it down if I'm going to be able to concentrate more on writing. So I'm going to have to start reading it at night when I go to my bed only, because I've been reading it through the day and things like that. So last night I read, I think it was 2 or 3 chapters, and very good. Didn't want to put it down. So yeah, I want to keep reading it, but I really shouldn't, because if I do, I'm not going to be able to write more. As for Moan, like I say, I haven't written anything in a couple of days, but that doesn't mean to say that I haven't been thinking about it, and I have numerous things going on in my head that's going to flesh out some different characters that's in it. Because when I originally wrote this story, like I say, this is a complete rewrite of the thing that I wrote, 11 years ago. And it's much much better. I know that just by myself. It's much better than the original. But the characters that are in it now were new characters for the rewrite, and the old characters have taken a massive back step. They're all sitting in the back seats, practically doing nothing. And I used to love those characters, and I feel like I'm not doing them any justice, because they carried a lot of weight in the previous version of this story. So there's one or two of them that I would like to flesh out a bit more. There's one that I might actually cut altogether, because she's just a non-entity at the minute. I mean, she carried more weight in the other version, but she's a complete non-entity in this one. So I'm thinking of the possibility of cutting her out completely. I might be doing a gender swap on one of the characters, just because I think he might be better as a female rather than a male. I don't know. That's just a thought. I think the character would carry more weight if it was a female, but I'm still thinking about that one. It's not got long to go until I've covered the biggest twist. The biggest twist in the story. Maybe a couple of chapters more, and that one's going to come out. I'm currently writing about one of the more frail characters. Frail as in health-wise. She's a very broken soul, and I'm currently writing about her. She's been mentioned various times throughout the story, and we're really just starting to meet her now. And I'm quite enjoying writing her, because she's another character that was only brought in for this rewrite. Because I started this story in a completely different way, excuse me, than I started the original. And it wanted bringing in these new characters, and of course these new characters have taken the centre stage, and now that I'm writing further into it, I'm not happy about leaving a couple of them behind. But Eva who is the broken soul, she needs to be developed. She's got such a story behind her. She's got a very rich background, and I think, and in order to do her justice, I need to write more about her. So she's got a full chapter coming up. I'm quite enjoying writing that. I did think about a major character death that I hadn't thought about previously, and I need to think about that. It was an idea that came into my head. I had a whole thread of thought going on regarding this specific character and how he was going to come out at the end of the story, and I thought he might not actually see the end of the story, but I don't know yet. These are all the ideas that's been flying through my head the last couple of days while I haven't been writing, but I'm sure when I sit down to write, it'll go the way it's going to go. It's as simple as that. I'll not have much control over it once I started it, because they seem to write themselves sometimes. They come up and they say, no, you're not writing that about me, and then they just, the next thing, the chapter's completely different for the way that you thought it was going to go in the beginning. So we'll see. These are just a couple of thoughts, like I say. I've had people quite interested in reading my story. It seems to be generating quite a lot of interest, and I'm really, really pleased with that. I'm really glad that people are becoming interested in it. I can't wait to show you guys it. I really can't, but it's taking time. Like I say, I've put it off because I hadn't been feeling well, and I feel like I'm doing that a lot. But at this time of year, I usually do fall ill. I have got different conditions that cause this, but I'm going to have to push through just to get this finished, because I'm starting to feel like it's never ending. It's never going to be finished. And it's so close to finishing that it's pissing me off, to be perfectly honest. I want it finished so that I can get it edited now, because there's parts at the start of it that I want changed, because I have already changed it in the future chapters, but I don't want to go back to it because I'll get bogged down on it and I won't progress, and I know that. So I'm leaving it and I'm just going to finish it. But like I say, there's not a great deal further to go. It's just getting the time to sit down and doing it, and the peace and quiet, and the being able to put your eyes on a screen without going, ugh, and you know, it's ugh. I just hate this time of year because I always feel like shit. But there you go. So yeah, it's the other day as well, Sam and I were discussing future projects, and Sam came up with an idea that had the both of us quite excited, like a kind of future co-write, and it was quite hard to say, you know, let's pin that up on the chalkboard and leave it for now, because it was such an interesting and intriguing idea, and I'm quite looking forward to that. We both have future projects even, you know, swirling around in my mind. There's a couple of stories that I had initially planned for NaNoWriMo that keep coming back to me, and they keep saying, you know, I need written now. So I'll possibly look at them after I've eventually finished Malevolence. And that yeah, I'll go to the end here. Yeah, I'm going to end here. I'm going to go and I'm going to write, and hopefully my next update will involve the words, I have finished and I'm about to edit. That's what I hope. But I doubt it, because I'll be blogging again in the next couple of days. But anyway guys, I'm going to go just now. Take care, and I'll see you all later. Bye.